Foundation Against Irregular, no, Foundation for Action Against Irregular Migration. In that foundation, because of her contacts from being in Libya, many people started reaching out to her about people that needed to be rescued. So there was a particular girl that we were able to rescue. She goes by the name Besta. I'm not going to give her last name because back then she was about 16. She was trafficked to Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso. She ended up in a town called Bonga, which is about 100 kilometers from Ouagadougou. She ended up reaching out to Nike. Nike didn't have the resources. Me, far away in Canada, I was calling the Burkina Faso embassy in Quebec, calling the Nigerian embassy in Ouagadougou, Nigerian High Commission, explaining to them that, listen, we have this young girl. She's 16 years old. She needs to be rescued. Something needs to be done. By that time, I had already physically spoken to the young girl through video call. She escaped from her captors. They sent her to go buy something outside. She used that opportunity to run away. She ended up, she was kept by I just want to say Aboki. The Aboki guy that owns that shop kept her at the back of the shop, gave her a phone. I communicated with her. And then the very next morning, the guy took her to the garage to Ouagadougou. At the garage, the traffickers were waiting for her. She was kidnapped again, but somehow, some way, she struggled with the Okada. It was an Okada rider. They both fell into the bushes, making loud noise. People came around from the surroundings. The Okada guy took off. The locals, they took the young girl to the police station. Keep in mind, this is a French-speaking country, so she can't even communicate with the people. We had to be using Google Translate. I remember that particular day when we were trying to get her back to Ouagadougou. I was on the phone from like 11 p.m. until like 4 o'clock in the morning because she kept on calling me with different phones, with different people. Even while on the bus, the person she sat next to, she borrowed that guy's phone, video called me. I made sure it was a video call all the while. Then she got to the embassy. By then, I had already sent a bunch of emails to NAPTIP, Abike Dabiri, a bunch of other organizations. Nobody reached out, okay, because that's how Nigeria works. So we ended up having to use our own resources to bring her back to her family. And all of this happened because I met Nike. So me personally, I've been a part of a rescue story, but it was so expensive. I'm not going to lie. Myself and my wife, we've committed, I'm not exaggerating, thousands of dollars. So now we're at a point where, over time, over our relationship, myself and Nike, I told her that, listen, your story, how about we document it in an audio format? You just say your story in a recorded audio on your phone, then we can create something from that. And that's how that turned into a book that is going to be launched tomorrow. So yeah, that's the relationship we've had so far. Very, very hardworking girl. This young lady, story, she's not a girl, by the way. Nika is about 29 or 30 years old. So that's not a girl, that's a woman. But that's just life.
That is right. See, Nike, because now that I think it's a short for Adenike. So I have a sister. Her last one is Nike, right? And she's, she's almost 25 herself. She's like that age. I don't know what it's going to be like if my sister have to share a story of her being trafficked. So you are not just raising awareness. You are actually helping returnees. In fact, you are helping people to return, which means your job as an NGO that you've set up now for how many years? 4, 5 years?
Yes, 2019.
So you've managed with that little resources that's come your way over the years to rescue more than 30 people. And you said something about stigmatization. And that's something that, that originates from when somebody is offered a job. Example, I'm going to give you a job in Libya, Oman, Lebanon, and all these places. And when you get there, you discover that you could get sold as a sex slave and all that, which means whatever it is that you dreamt of when you are leaving Nigeria, achieve as a young woman, is already, it's like it's already gone with the wind. Now, what is left is how to actually save your life and get back home. And if you wanted to kind of make it back to Nigeria, there is this stigmatization. Apart from the mental, trauma
Nonsense.
victims suffer, right? A lot to handle by someone, right? Do you have people that kind of work with you in this regard? I mean, if you don't mind, how do you do it? Oh, I'm so sorry that we almost lost Adenike there, but you're back. You get my question properly, right?
Yes.
Yes. How have you been doing it in a country like Nigeria, where if you don't have any steady flow of income, right? How have you been doing it? Is it by people contributing or government supporting or how?
If I say I just believe it's God. Because I know I survive on a purpose. And this thing is something that is occurring constantly. And we don't have any money. The government are not supporting. We have people that we can run to, and they will never get tired. People that are devoted, that have their own acts of humanity, like African Wala, that they were devoted to helping people. Because once you run to people today, tomorrow, next tomorrow, they are going to close their door. We understand that Nigeria now is hard. We just need to support ourselves. Even me, I'm not that stable. The returnees are not that stable. We are just trying to just give ourselves hope. There are some that come back with mental health issue that could not be able to get themselves out this. There's a lady that returned from Lebanon with one hand. As at last week, I will be able to tell you we have a success story that I can be able to use my own experience to change the mindset of a victim, a potential migrant that want to jump out to Lebanon. But we invited her yesterday and she was crying. She's sober. She said, I will never try to embark on this journey. And to God be the glory. We did our part. We just have to do our best and leave the rest. We just need to put more
Right. So
effort.
you do have a book tomorrow, and then the impression I initially have about this is that it is going to help a lot of people, probably in schools and all that. And you all know,
Yes.
you ask them to come and buy a book, it's probably just going to be a lost cause at that point. So that's why we believe that we use this platform, okay, to raise some funds, support from the kind-hearted people from all over the world. Those who are going to be with us, those who are going to see this video days, weeks, or months to come. So we personally, right? I never actually saw the whole thing to kind of helping traumatized returnees, right? So I was interested in any other young person becoming victims. I now see that you have your hands full of support and you deserve the support that you can get. I do have more details, right? We won't be part of launch tomorrow, but the meeting you said you had last night, it was sent to me. I think a part of it was sent to me. I'll share that with our viewers quickly.
When we talk about returnees, they are the strong women in the world. And aside from that, this thing is meant to celebrate the lost victims, the lost giants that lost their life in this journey of human trafficking. As in, àfihàn tí àwọn tí àtijọ́ rìn àbí ọ̀tá rí tó jẹ́ wípé wọ́n ti pín sínú ìrìnàjò. A fi àpéjọpọ̀ yìí a fi ń ṣe ìrántí, a fi ń ṣe ìfẹ́, a fi ń kó ìfẹ́ jọpọ̀. For us to be able to believe there is still hope for us. Because some of us here, we face a lot of stigmatization in our community. The community look down on us that something good is not even coming out from us. We just want to you to prove it out to them that we are the survivor and we are an hero. We want to prove to them that we can survive and we don't give matter our jade. Even during this program, we are going to stand up and we are going to have a 2-minute silence for those people that lost their life on this journey. I'm even surprised that some people are not here. Some of the youth not here. But I know at times something good is still going to come. We still have a book launch in Jagba Palace tomorrow. And the book says, no, on Friday. We are not selling the book. This is not even about my decision alone. We came together. Because my experience is different from the person that went to Lebanon. Some of the people that went from Mali, Burkina Faso, Saudi Arabia. We are not selling the book. From our own life and humanity acts.
I know. So I like the fact that you have stated that you are not selling the book, because the purpose is to possibly help those who are probably victims themselves or the potential victims by sharing your story. And that is what I'm going to say it to my viewers, everyone. I think I've said it before this evening. I was going to need your support as much as possible. Okay. So Temitope or Adenike, she is a survivor. Okay. And then this platform is, Mayegun, will be making my own contribution in due time. And I hope that every one of you watching as well, right, you will be able to, support this too. The African Wahala. I don't know if you can raise the camera a little bit up, because it's like you're so down below bottom somehow, in a way that this flag in front of you is was covering your entire face. Okay, so I do not know how much our support can really do, or how far it can go. Okay, or I can guarantee you that we on this platform we do have kind-hearted people, and we wish you all the best in what you have been you've been doing. And then the African Wahala, you too, Baba. This is it. There are some things that we can do. We call them the thankless, sort of a thankless jobs. You do them for humanity, because you do not know who is going to be the next victim. The purpose of this whole thing is to, if you want to travel out of Nigeria, there's nothing bad. But the thing is that do it the right way. Don't fall victim, especially ladies. Do not fall victims. Anyone that is telling you that they are taking you to any of these Arab countries, let's even start with that. Okay. And if it is not a kind of, like you get work visa to the UK, or a proper work visa to Canada, which you can see through the whole process. Parents also should be very, very mindful of the kind of people, right, that will come out and then offer. You see, ladies should be very mindful of the kind of friends, because I have been told that there are those who are like, your friends can lure you into this kind of a perilous journey too. Say, oh yeah, I've got friends. And most of them will be like you, the lady you saw at the airport, the one you said was about over 30 or thereabout, right? So there is no age limit to the traffic ring, human traffic ring in Nigeria. Things are tough right now. People are desperate. And this desperate time is the time that people have become more vulnerable to this. So, Temitope, Adenike, my dear sister, do you have anything you would like to please say to us just before you leave this evening, by the way?
First, I would like to appreciate you. Thanks so much for giving me the opportunity to be able to use this platform to express my feelings, and we are saving people. It's not even about my journey alone. It's about people that are about to embark on the journey. At least you are just like an angel to them. And above all, I will never forget my foundation. Thanks to African Wala for being a listener, for being like a father figure. Tomorrow, as even how the program is going to be tomorrow, I believe through this platform, we will have a smile on our face. We will be able to touch lives. There are people out there, the vulnerables, especially the rural area, like Odogbolu, Ikene, Shotubo, Ipokia, Ifo, that are not fully aware about this issue of human trafficking. We want to go there. It's even a privilege for us that through Mayegun platform, we are doing this as a assistance. I know people will be able to support as humanity, something that, oh no, let's just support these people out there. I know Nigeria is hard. And my advice is to people that I'm not saying you should not travel, but travel in the right way. Migration is good. Japa with the right way. Don't let anybody deceive you because who no go, no go, no. I'm the one that faced my pains. I'm the one that faced my trauma. But today, there are some that cannot be able to even speak anything. There's some that are voiceless. I'm just like a voice to the voiceless. I know it's destiny, but the pain is still there. The pain is still there. The trauma is still there. But thank you so much, sir. Please, I'm begging on all Nigerians. I'm on my knees, oh, see me. Please, I'm begging you. Just please consider this assistance. Because I know with this, it's going to change life. It's not even about me alone. Me, I don't experience it. My own is apart. But for the people where you say you don't know, you don't know, please just support this dream and initiative. Please. I know I want to come back here and have a good testimony, a change of life. Because after this book launch, I'm not a returnee again. I'm not a survivor. I want to have a move I just want to leave Nigeria in a proper way and start up a new life. Because discrimination, permit me to speak in Yoruba, I want to bad soon. And your men want to bad soon. It's to still be there. We know. We just want people to learn from my past experience. I don't say you should follow my roots. Just learn from it. Please, I'm begging all Nigerians. Because I still want to go back to school. Before I left Nigeria, I'm reading business admin and entrepreneurship. But with this issue of human trafficking, I want to change my course to guiding and counseling.
Mayuko, I don't know if your audio is good. I can't. No.
Yeah, I think it was from my side. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
It should be better now. And then we sort of lost her as well. Okay, if she comes back on, I will kind of add her back. The African Wahala.
Yeah.
It is actually a very huge task that she has sort of put herself into.
Yeah.
Help people, traumatized people, the victims of human trafficking and all that. That's massive.
Yeah.
Was this?
And
You're aware of all of this yourself?
so she has dedicated her life to being a vessel that will be used to prevent what she went through to many other people. At least within a community, that is a good start. And then statistically, in Nigeria, Ogun State actually has the highest number of human trafficking victims, like the returnees. Yeah, It used to be Edo State, now it's Ogun State, and Edo State is still up there. That young lady that we rescued, Besta, she's from Bayelsa. She was trafficked with two other girls. So three 16-year-old girls were trafficked to Burkina Faso. One of them safely returned that was rescued. So there are so many stories like that I'm not going to go into the details of what Nike went through, but if you ever get the chance to read that book, and I encourage people to get a copy of the book, if we can get a copy across to you, no matter where you are in the world. On what she went through is something that gave her a permanent scar in life. And at this point, most people that go through that type of situation, they will be depressed, suicidal, and extreme. They'll be in a very bad position. But she's using this book as a form of communication. In tomorrow's book launch, there's going to be a debate amongst SS2 and SS3 students. The conversation is, should we incorporate human trafficking as part of the curriculum in high school in Nigeria? Then there's going to be a debate. The participants are all going to get the books. Their schools are going to get some copies. It's just so that we can reach out to the most vulnerable demographic in the country. The people that are in those types of communities, low income earning communities, they are the most vulnerable. Because right after high school, secondary school, a lot of these guys are just going to be like, let me just go to Lagos and go and become a bus conductor. Oh, let me just go to Ibadan and just go and let me just go and open a shop. They just have to survive. Then some other ones that don't go into Yahoo, into runs, they're going to end up being tricked by human traffickers. That's exactly what happened to Nike. She met her mom's friend on Facebook. The lady lied to her about a job. She ended up being trafficked to the other part of the world. So we're trying to reach that vulnerable demographic of people, those just finishing secondary school, that will most definitely have nothing to do after secondary school because of the way Nigeria is. Once they have a copy of the book, then they will know not to go that route. At least that is a way that we can save people. And that's the essence of this conversation.
Thank you so much, the African Wala. Meanwhile, Nike, are you back? Do you have a way of checking whenever any donation comes through for you?
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
if I
Okay,
can use you, by the way,
let me call it out.
have you gotten anything at all from these
Yes,
viewers?
the first person credits me 5,000 from Miss Yemisi. So the
Right.
second person
Names,
credits
just
me 20,000 from Miss Olayode
good.
George.
No, you don't need to call the full names, okay? So you can just give their first names, okay? If you don't mind. Oh, again, I think the network is a big issue right there too. Okay, so the reason why I am kind of because I want to know, we need to know if this is working in no matter what, and there is nothing that is in any way too small. When you see when you are crowdfunding for something impactful like this, right? Every penny counts. The way we say it here in the UK, like every little help, every penny counts. So I can say a very big thank you to everyone that has responded to this, and those who are still going to see this video later. There are others that are just going to come across this later and say, "Oh, I missed this, or I missed the program, or something like that." Okay, so including what we are going to also send across. So we have the details. This one is for the public, and then I'm going to say a very big thank you to every one of you. Also, if by any means, let me quickly add this too, because I know some people will be like, "Oh, I don't have Nigeria account, or I don't have Nigerian Naira as it is," right? So if I receive anything whatsoever on your behalf, for example, I have seen something like received money. Now I've got 55 pounds here, support for Nike Olanipeku from Chike, my friend, is there in Edmonton. Okay. So 55 pounds, that's more than 100,000 naira to start with. That should be like around 110,000 naira. So Chike, I got it too. So thank you. Similarly, if you know you can't, give Nike anything through this Nigeria account, okay, and you can make a PayPal contribution, I will deliver every penny to her. I promise that, by the way. Well, I will. You know that. So I wish we can have Nike back in another few minutes, but it seems the network is not on our side. So if you have reached out and we can't say thank you, I mean, we can't see to confirm that live now. I promise you that after this whole program, if I get to hear whatever it is that we've managed to get across to Nike, hang on, she's back. So Nike, listen.
So somebody,
listen,
Mr. Ugbana, sent 100,000.
Hang on, Nike. Nike, can you hear me?
Yes,
can you
sir.
hear me? Yeah. So
Yes.
if you want to tell us what anybody gives you, just their first name or the full name. Just the first name. All right. So please, what have you gotten?
So another person sent 5,000 from Tajuddin.